Welcome to Arts and Culture, Renaissance to Modern Times. I'm your art teacher, Mrs. Guerrero, but you can call me Mrs. G. What can I expect from this course? This is an art history course, so it's reading and writing intensive. If you would like to take an art studio course instead, we have a few for you to choose from, so please talk to your guidance counselor about switching courses. Otherwise, students have begun an art history course not having an intrinsic interest in art history, but leaving the course with a newfound interest. So sit tight. You will enjoy it. While it's reading and writing intensive, we do have optional art activities. The goal of the course is to understand and appreciate art from a historical and cultural perspective. For this course, you will need your Art in Focus textbook shown here. It should get shipped to your house within the first 2 weeks of the course. You'll also need a pencil or pen and paper. It might be a good idea to get a pack of colored pencils or markers, something colored to use for optional art activities. You also need a scanner or a camera. Some students have used a digital camera or their cell phone to take pictures of their art assignments. Most grades will be 5 to 30 points depending on the size of the assignment. You will be graded on completion of objectives, not your artistic talent. You can always resubmit for a chance at a higher grade. And please use due dates. So what do you need to know about these due dates? Due dates will appear in your lesson overview on a Monday, Wednesday, Friday basis. Each lesson will be due 2 weeks after it's posted, so you're encouraged to work ahead. If you receive feedback from me asking you to redo an assignment or fix an assignment, I will accept it and you may earn a higher grade. So please pay attention to teacher feedback. Here's an important note. Progress checks and end of marking period due dates are the major due dates. I will not accept work handed in after those due dates, unless you or your home facilitator has gotten permission from the principal, guidance, or myself. When in doubt, ask. This is how you know when a lesson is due. I have a little code that I put before the title of every lesson. It looks like this, MP3P1. The screenshot here is slightly old. I used to use T, but now I use the letter P. That means that a lesson is due in marking period 3, progress check 1. If it's after progress check 1, I will not accept the lesson. I will then be accepting MP3 P2. And then after progress check 2, MP3 P3, if that makes sense to you. So what is this daily dose of art that I see popping up every day? Well, every day I post a daily dose of art forum in your course page. It's meant to expose you to interesting works of art and design and challenge your idea of what is art. You are free to discuss the artwork with your classmates in the forum every day, but it will not be graded. I've been posting it for 6.5 years every day, and it's never been graded. Just make sure all your responses are kind and courteous and school appropriate. Also, if I have an announcement for that day about upcoming due dates or whether I am out of the office, it will be posted in this forum. Your virtual class time is Wednesday at 1:30. This is an optional class. We view and discuss artwork, review projects, any number of these activities. They're optional and the recording is always posted on your course page afterward. What topics will be covered in this course? This course starts actually right before the Renaissance and travels through time up until 1900s when modern art begins. We begin by exploring religious art and architecture, then we cover the developments of the European Renaissance, and we end with a unit covering post-Renaissance through Impressionism and Post-Impressionism. So how do you contact me? You can Moodle message me, email me, or call me. All of my information is right here. It's also found on your course page in the top left-hand location. You will also find my Adobe chat room for virtual class in that location as well. I'm also on social media. This is optional, but if you'd like to follow me on Twitter or Facebook, this is how you do so. And If you own a carrier pigeon, good luck. Just a few tips for success before we finish up today. Please follow all directions in each lesson and contact me if you're unsure about the directions. Here's a screenshot from a lesson for your example. It says, "How do I get full credit? Answer the following discussion prompt in today's forum and reply to one other person's post." So for this assignment, it's worth 15 points. 10 points for your initial post plus 5 points for your feedback on someone else's post. You can't get full credit if you don't follow all the directions. When Moodle messaging me, please be as specific as possible. Use your name, your class, and the title of the lesson you are confused about. If you tell me why you're confused, I can help you the quickest way possible. Always use a ruler if you're drawing straight lines and edges, just good practice for good craftsmanship. Don't create artwork on lined paper. It's a big pet peeve of mine. You can always find blank paper even if you have to use the back of something you got in the mail, like scratch paper. When taking a picture of your artwork or assignment to hand in, make sure I get a clear view of your assignment. I don't need to see your hand or your face or your dog or your dining room. Make sure it's as clear of a picture as possible so I can see your beautiful artwork. One more thing before we end that I just thought of. Unless it is a quiz or test, you will not be graded automatically. So if you complete an assignment, please give me a day or two to grade it. It should never take more than 5 class days for a PALCS teacher to grade your assignment. All right, enjoy the class.